Sit with your legs crossed and just bring your right hand on the side of your right hip. Lift your left hand all the way up and over, and imagine that I'm pulling your left arm away from you. So you're just lengthening and opening the whole left side of your body. I want you to feel the stretch all the way from your shoulder down towards your hip, but keep your hips nice and heavy on the mat, and then switch sides. Bring the hand down on the mat and then reach with that right arm all the way up and over. And I have a feeling that I'm pulling the arm away from you, so you can open up the side of the body a little bit more. And then bring both hands in front of you, round your spine, making loads of wrinkles on your t-shirt, almost like you want to shrink yourself in front, and then reach with your forehead down towards the mat. Give yourself that lovely stretch, keeping your pelvis heavy on the mat, and then bring the hands behind you and lift your heart all the way up. Open up your chest. And let's do that twice more. Right hand on the side of the right hip. Reach with the left arm all the way up and over, and reach a little bit more. And then switch, and you lift the right arm up and over. Stretch and release. Bring the hands in front of you. Shrink your front of the body. Reach with the forehead towards the mat to open up the back of the body. And then bring the hands behind you and lift your heart all the way up. And then switch. Let's bring that right hand on the side. Reach with the left arm up and over. If sitting with your legs crossed is a little bit challenging, you can prop yourself up. You can sit on a pillow or a yoga block. Anything will work, just to lift that bum a little bit higher. Stretch the arms forward and then bring them to the back. And you lift your heart all the way up. And one more time, bring the hand on the side of the hip. Reach with the top arm up and over. I bet you can feel that you can go a little bit farther with each repetition. So it's more like an evolution of the movement than a repetition. And reach forward. And then bring the hands behind you. Lift your heart all the way up. And release. 30 seconds wall sit. Let's bring your bum against the wall. And then walk your feet forward. Keep your feet hip distance apart. And then start sliding your body down. So your bum and your ribs and your head are against the wall. Ideally, your knees are over your ankles and your knees will stay nice and still. Draw your belly button down towards your spine, relax your shoulders, and let's start 30 seconds. Keep your toes nice and long. Ideally, we don't want to wear socks, so we're not sliding on the floor. Relax your shoulders. Keep drawing your abdominals all the way in. Keep your neck nice and long. You can make fists with your hands. You can bring one fist in one hand in front of you. You could interlock your fingers. You could keep your hands on your hips wherever they want to go. And we are almost there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring the hands on the wall. Push yourself off the wall and then stand up. Great job. Grab a hand towel, place it down on the floor or your mat, and then lay yourself down on it. So make sure that your shoulders are resting on the towel and your head is resting, and the end of the towel is somewhere that it's easy to grab it with your hands. So grab 2 ends of the towel and then pull it out and slightly to the side. Stay with your feet hip distance apart and feel like you could lengthen your spine on the mat. And with the exhalation, pull the towel with your hands and you're curling the chin to your chest. Look down towards your belly and then you lower yourself down. Notice how effortless it is to lift that head. The head is just resting on that towel and you're using your arms to lift the head and shoulders. Do it on the exhalation to lift up and make sure that you're not pressing the lower back down to the mat, but keep it completely relaxed. And then slowly to lower. Powerful exhalation. Look down to your belly. Feel like you want to make a couple more wrinkles on the top part of your t-shirt as you're lifting your chest up. And let's go for 7 more of those. Deep exhalation to lift. And an inhale to lower. Deep exhalation for 6. And an inhale. The neck stays nice and long, completely relaxed. And then 5 more, and keep pulling the ends of the towel just with your arms to lift the head and shoulders. That's how free and relaxed your neck should be when you're doing any type of chest lift. And we want to feel it just in those top abs when we're bending that upper back to lift a little bit higher. Let's do 3 more of those. Powerful exhalation for 2 more. And then 1 more, you curl up and then lower yourself down. That was around 10 repetitions. Let's bring your right leg up in the air. We call it in tabletop position. Bring the left leg to tabletop position. Stay with your legs apart and do the same thing. Let's curl up for 10 and then lower. And just 9. And an inhale. Just 8. It's a little bit like you want to teach your brain how to move your body without using the muscles in your neck. So we want to strengthen those abs and get a habit of using those upper abs to lift the chest so the neck stays completely relaxed. 5 more. And then 4 more times, pull it up. Last 3. And an exhale for 2. Legs are completely relaxed. 1 more time. And then slowly lower yourself down. Lower one foot to the floor, then the other foot.